Briggs and Stratton 21 horse ELS overhead valve. Makes it sound so much powerful when really it's not. Anyway guys, so today is Saturday. We're down here at the shop. I'm still puttering away at this guy. Having a little bit of problems with the governor right now. What I did wrong. I thought I have everything set up right. I've referred to my booklet 90 million times now. I've called one guy, see if he knew, and he didn't really know much. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. So I got the throttle cable here hooked up, you know, in the regular spot where it should be. Oh, I think I might have just heard my uncle pull up actually. Hold on a second, let me just check. Nope, wasn't him. I'm actually waiting for him. Yeah, so just a little bit of a problem right now. Just can't figure out this friggin' governor. It just wants to run wide open on full throttle and idle. I mean, if you go like this, if you push it up, it idles nice, and if you go down, it just revs wide open. Same deal in the idle position. This right now is in the idle position, and it'll just rev real high. I know I have that guy down there set right. I mean, I'm almost positive I do. You do for low idle. We'll say this is at low idle right now. This, you know, has to go all the way up, and you turn that guy all the way that way. So I don't know. It's got me a little bit confused here. I mean, I've even tried going the opposite way. If I turn that way and have that up, it does the same thing. I don't know. I'm gonna keep puttering away at it, see what I can find out. But I mean, on low idle, the thing friggin' runs min tits. Just can't figure it out. Son of a bitch. Oh yeah, and I've already put on 7 minutes on this thing. Not bad. Oh, how much I love walking into a nice warm shop on a 38-degree morning. Hell yeah, it's pretty cold out. You guys are probably asking yourself, what the hell am I talking about? Yeah, today's Sunday. Didn't upload the video, as you guys can tell. Pretty much that's all I made yesterday was that one video. I had some stuff I had to do yesterday. I was on Craigslist. What was it? Thursday afternoon for someone looking for a Ford Explorer, like a cheap little Ford Explorer for them to get around on. And you know, browsed the interwebs there, and then whatever. And then I went back on that night, and I saw someone post a Ford Explorer, really cheap, for like $500. Parts are fixed, type deal. It had 2 dents in the roof, a dent in the hood, and the windshield was smashed because a tree fell on it. And for $500, it's a 2002 XLS model. Tires are brand new, batteries new. The guy was getting ready to sell it, and pretty much the tree went on it, and he said, "Fuck it, not gonna be worth it." So I told my buddy Dwayne about it, saying, you know, this and that. You could probably part it out and this and that. And he's like, "All right, well, email the guy this and that." So I emailed the guy, and later, early in the morning on yesterday morning, which was Saturday, he emailed me back saying, "Call me. I have about 90 million other people interested, so if you want it, give me a call." So I told Dwayne about it, and he couldn't quite get to the phone right away. So I waited about 2 hours and started making yesterday's video, and then my aunt called me up yesterday. We had to go out last night and this and that, so I was telling her about the Ford Explorer. My Uncle Paul there, he wanted one. Well, he needs a new vehicle, and I said, shit, for $500, and sure enough, he bought it. $500 for things. Same year as my F-150, and it's the exact same color, same paint coat as my truck. That's pretty cool. Paint code LL. Wedgwood blue. Actually, still have the can sitting right over here. Is this clear? This is the clear, I think. Yeah, that's clear. This is, yep, basically right there. All the good stuff. Yep, deep Wedgwood blue. Oh, I'm sorry, but it's quite the paint job. If you ever seen one of those, if you do body work, that's a pretty kick-ass color. It's a deep dark blue, and in the sunlight it turns the sparkles to purple, which is really cool. It's different. It really is. But anyway, back to this subject. So I fiddled around with this thing yesterday for quite some time, and still wants to rev high, and I'm still having just the darndest problem with this whole setup. So I've done a couple troubleshooting problems with it. I called up another friend of mine, and he said if you turn the engine on, remove the governor, and see down here if you're getting any pressure on the the main little link that comes out of the sub there. And I'm getting complete pressure on that. So it's just an adjustment problem, and I'm just having just a crazy ass time of it. So I gotta I'm gonna figure it out a little bit more. Hopefully get this thing running today. I want to get it running yesterday, but that just didn't happen. So I'm hoping really to get this thing fired up today. And I want to get the shop cleaned up, because as you can tell, it's just a disaster. I got things I got to do tomorrow. I got to list a bunch of stuff on eBay tonight. Like, just a crazy day. Crazy ass day. But yeah, almost time to fire it up, I hope, again. Hopefully without the thing going, So, anyway, I'll get back to you in a little bit once I try and fiddle around with this thing a little bit more. Oh yeah. Luke Bryan, everybody. That's a freaking great song. Kiss tomorrow, goodbye. Guess what I did? I fixed that son of a bitch. Hell yeah. So, here's what the problem was. I was just stupid enough that I didn't, I was doing everything by hand. I think what happened was, every time when I went to go tighten the damn bolt on, ooh, that pipe's friggin' hot. I just had the son of a bitch running. That bolt there, let me zoom in a little bit. Come on, we got any light in there? Nope, I guess not. Alright, well that bolt right there where my finger is, I think every time when I went to go tighten it, it moved the governor. And sure enough, I was smart this time. I stuck this, what size is this? This is a Cobalt 1/4-inch socket on the son of a bitch. I turned it all the way down, and sure enough, it works. It fires up, it idles nice. I just got to put on the one little spring wherever it is. I probably already kicked it. Son of a bitch! I knew I was going to lose that thing. Oh well, I know it's, oh, here it is. You just have to put this one little spring up and in there, and this is pretty much good to go, but that's not a major part. But I'll fire it up for you guys real quick, hopefully just for a couple of seconds, because I want to fumigate in here. And let's see. That was a successful rebuild, guys. I can't believe I rebuilt this engine all by myself. That's pretty kick-ass right there. I thought for sure I was going to have to call someone in on this governor, because I tried a good hour yesterday trying to fix this problem, and I don't even know what. I was just feeling around with it, and I was looking, I'm like, just for the shit of it, I'm going to stick a socket on there and really crank her over, and sure enough, it actually worked. So, I can't believe that. So if you ever run into that problem where your motor is revving way too high, chances are it's that little governor arm. Take this little son of a bitch right there, crank her over, and we're good to go. And you want to know something, guys? Now that I fixed this engine, I can eventually go out in the summertime or whenever. And I think we're still on Zoom here. Hold on. Yep, we're still on Zoom. Son of a bitch. I can actually go out and fix my Husqvarna, because my Husqvarna had that same identical problem, to where I actually rigged it so that way it wouldn't have that problem. I didn't want to do it on this lawnmower. It's too nice. And I've already put too much money into this. This tractor alone, guys, I am into this thing 370 bucks, I'd say. So I got to make a little bit of money here, But yeah, I can't believe that worked. I already did the PTO. I did the PTO a couple nights ago. I think it was Friday night I did that. So pretty much all this thing's all set to do is just take her down for the lift, put the hood on, and give her a good little test drive. See how this thing works. I'm pretty anxious to see how this thing works and everything. Oh yeah, I gotta bend this piece up because I didn't want to take it off, so I just bent her down. So I'll rebend that up, but it's done, guys. This engine's done. The longest part that I took is just waiting on parts, I guess. And then the second longest part that took the most was the damn governor. Go figure. Oh yeah, my fuel filter's on too. Yeah. So, awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna clean this place up now, and I think we're gonna take this guy out for a little bit of a rip. Yeah. Love the heat. Alright, so as you can see, the Husqvarna is parked in a different spot now. Just a little bit different of a spot. I put about, I don't know, 8 minutes on the thing, 7 minutes on the thing, and no problems really. Blew a little bit of smoke here and there. I think it's just the stuff that's burning off right now. It's nothing too serious. Probably a little bit of oil on the exhaust pipe. I'm sure there's still a lot of oil in the, still on the walls and the heads, so I'm sure it's going to take a little bit in order to get off, you know, all the oil residue and stuff like that. So I think tomorrow what I'll do is I'll put a few more minutes on it, and I'm just right now, I already checked the oil. The oil didn't look too bad actually. I thought there was going to be a lot more sparkles than what there are. I can only really see 1 or 2, so that's not too bad actually. No litter, which is a good sign. That means I got everything cleaned up nice, and there's not much wear going on, so that's a very good sign. But I'm going to change the oil probably 2 more times after this time, so we'll have to wait and see how everything plays out. I don't want to really sell it until I really put a good amount of hours on it. I want to put at least up to about 2 hours on the unit. I want to run the unit for 1 day, for, you know, before just last I sell it, for a good half hour, 45 minutes to really put it through the test. You know, I don't want to, you know, sell it to someone, next thing you know, boom, freaking thing blows up. You know, I'd rather sell it, make sure everything's all, you know, safe and everything. So looking pretty good so far, I'll tell you guys that. You know, so I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, blades are pretty decent, I gotta say. You know, cuts pretty good. I got a little nervous when I first put her in gear, but I think it's just because it was really cold. The transmission hasn't moved. It you know, bogged down at first, but after that it was golden. So it could have been because it was sitting for a long time, and the, you know, the brakes have probably stuck up or something like that. I don't really know. But other than that, it seems pretty good. So we're going to go with it for about a week, and then I'll be out of here. This thing is very comfortable to ride, I'll tell you that. I'm not really sure why it's so much more comfortable. My other one, this one here, is definitely more comfortable to ride than my Husqvarna that's sitting outside there. I'm not really sure what the deal is. Maybe it's just because the height different, or maybe the seats a little different. I'm not really sure, but this one's really more comfortable to ride. But it's a good tractor, I'll tell you that. So, anyway, I'm actually getting ready. I got to button up 2 more little things on this. I kind of sort of noticed a couple minutes back there. I got to, you know, just tighten up these screws right here. I just didn't tighten them up on the back there because I didn't have access to it. Couldn't find my 3/4 ratchet wrench there. And I got to, what was the other thing I was going to do? It was that. Oh yeah, and I got to put that one little spring up on the front. So, no big deal. No big deal at all. Looks pretty good, I'll tell you that. I'm happy with it. So, not bad for, I guess we could call it a 1 week flip. I mean, if the parts were here sooner, it would have been a day flip, I guess, or maybe 2 day flip. But, you know, parts weren't available, and I had to wait for parts, so that sucked. But, yeah. So, I guess that's about it. I'm actually getting ready to go on the snowmobile trail, gas up the ZRT 800 a little bit better. I'm trying to fill the tank as much as possible so I can figure out what the cause is of why it's not starting. On like the first 5 pulls, it's starting after maybe like 30 something pull now. I'm not really sure what it was. I think it has something to do with the fuel pressure. There's little to no fuel in that gas tank, and usually if it's got low fuel pressure, there's not enough back pressure on the lines to give the thing, you know, enough power to pull over pretty much, or pretty much start up on the carburetor side. So I'm hoping to fill it up. You know, I've been going to the gas station every now and then. Every time I go, I usually put 20 bucks in my, you know, in my 2 little gallon tanks or 2.5 gallon tanks, and you know, it seems to be working. Right now, I'm at a 1/4 of a tank in the ZRT, and it's a 13 gallon tank. So you do the math. You know, it's gonna take a little bit to fill it up, but yeah. So that's what we got going on. A few of you guys have been saying free Pug 1 and stuff like that. Yeah, his court date's coming up. I think it's like Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. So I'll be pretty excited to see if he gets released or not, so that'll be pretty interesting. I'm sure a lot of you guys miss him and want to see the videos as much as I do. You know, miss seeing those every day when you come home from doing what I do, or you know, do it from school or from work, whatever you want to call it there. And hey, you know, everyone misses him. But, you know, some people don't like him, whatever, no big deal. I mean, if you don't like a certain YouTuber, then don't like him. It's that simple. Anyway, so I guess we're going to end the video here, guys. Pretty well exciting video. First real test of the Husqvarna, and yeah. So I guess we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya. Oh, look at all the trash. Son of a bitch. I hope my damn spring is in there, because I probably kicked it in there again. Son of a bitch.